Nigeria's news update today, May 26, 2025. House of Reps withdraws compulsory voting bill seeking to jail non-voters after public backlash. Hajj 2025. Saudi Arabia deports Sheikh Gumi. EFCC announces recovery of funds from 1.3 trillion naira CBEX crypto scam, makes arrests. Senate leader faults opposition for labeling NASS as rubber stamp. UTME receipt 200,000 score above 200. FCTA seals off PDP headquarters ahead of NEC meeting. Summary of the news. House of Reps withdraws compulsory voting bill seeking to jail non-voters after public backlash. The Nigerian House of Representatives has withdrawn a controversial bill that will have made voting mandatory, with penalties of a 100,000 naira fine or 6 months in jail for non-compliance. The bill, co-sponsored by Speaker Tajuddin Abbas and Daniel Agu, aimed to address voter apathy but faced strong backlash from civil society groups, legal experts and activists like Omoyole Sowore, who deemed it unconstitutional and authoritarian. Critics argue that true democracy must protect individual freedom, including the right not to vote. Abbas acknowledged the concerns and promised to explore non-punitive ways to encourage voter participation. Hajj 2025. Saudi Arabia deports Sheikh Gumi. Renowned Nigerian Islamic scholar Sheikh Gumi was deported from Saudi Arabia after being denied entry into Medina, preventing him from participating in the 2025 Hajj pilgrimage. Despite having a valid visa and being part of a NACON-sponsored delegation, Saudi immigration stopped and returned him upon arrival. Gumi attributed the move to his political views, and while no official reason was given, it is believed his outspoken stance on global politics may have influenced the decision. Nigerian authorities have expressed concern and pledged to engage Saudi officials for clarification. Gumi has since resumed his preaching in Nigeria. EFCC announces recovery of funds from 1.3 trillion naira CBEX crypto scam, makes arrest. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) has recovered part of the stolen funds from the fraudulent digital investment platform Crypto Bridge Exchange (CBEX). According to EFCC Chairman Ola Olukoyede, the funds were in cryptocurrency, making the recovery process complex. Some suspects have been arrested, while others remain at large. The fraudsters used non-custodial wallets without identity verification, transferring funds through Europe and Cambodia with complicated tracing efforts. One of the main suspects, Adefowora Abiodun, voluntarily surrendered in April after being declared wanted along with 5 others over $1 billion fraud. The EFCC is still investigating multiple wallets and cautioned Nigerians to be vigilant as more victims are still falling for such scams. Senate leader faults opposition for labeling NASS as rubber stamp. Senate leader Opayemi Bamidele has rejected accusations by opposition parties PDP, LP, NNPP that the National Assembly is a rubber stamp body. In the statement from his media office, Bamidele argued that such claims lack evidence. He highlighted the extensive legislative scrutiny of the 2024 tax reform bills, which involved over 39 meetings with the executive and input from various stakeholders over 6 months before passage. He also referenced the 2025 Appropriation Act, which was passed 2 months after submission to ensure thorough review and uphold the public interest. Bamidele emphasized that the National Assembly prioritizes strategic engagement, due diligence, and public accountability, not blind approval of executive proposals. UTME receipt 200,000 score above 200. In 2025 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination (UTME), approximately 200,000 additional candidates scored 200 and above after a resit was conducted by JAMB. The resit followed the discovery of technical and human errors that affected the original results, prompting a second exam for about 379,000 candidates, particularly in Lagos and the Southeast. Initially, over 1.5 million out of 1.9 million candidates had scored below 200, raising concerns nationwide. After the resit, the number of candidates scoring below 200 dropped to 1,365,479, meaning performance improved significantly. This brought the number of candidates who scored 200 and above to 565,988. FCTA seals up PDP headquarters ahead of NEC meeting. The Federal Capital Territory Administration (FCTA) has sealed the National Secretariat of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in Abuja due to unpaid ground rent just before the party's crucial National Executive Council meeting. The NEC, which is mandated to meet quarterly, was scheduled to address internal party disputes. The status of the meeting remains uncertain following the sealing of the building in Wuse Zone 5. This action is part of a broader FCTA enforcement drive targeting over 8,000 property owners who owe nearly 7 billion naira in ground rents, with some debts dating back over 40 years. The PDP Secretariat's land title was previously revoked in March for 19 years of unpaid rent. Owners of affected properties have the option to appeal for reinstatement. Follow for more. May 26, 2025.